Want to learn your target language for free? Then get our language gifts of the month right now, before they expire. Here's what you're getting this month. First, the Giving Directions Conversation Cheat Sheet. Do you know how to tell a taxi driver where to go in your target language? You'll be able to. With this PDF cheat sheet, you'll learn must-know words and phrases for giving directions. Second, the Most Common Verbs PDF ebook. You'll learn over 90 common verbs with this bonus PDF picture ebook. Download and review on any device. Third, how to talk about what you do in your free time. Learn how to say video games, fishing, and much more. You'll pick up over 25 words for leisure activities with this vocab bonus. Fourth, how to learn from home, learning strategies. Want to learn the language from the comfort of your own home? This 1-minute lesson will give you all the best tactics for learning languages. Fifth, the top 35 adjectives for personalities. Can you describe your personality? This next bonus will teach you the 35 must-know adjectives for personalities, so you can talk about yourself in your target language. Sixth, free language learning audiobooks. Want free access to our huge library of beginner-level audiobooks? Then click the link below. Save the audiobooks to your device and listen and learn. They're yours to keep forever. And finally, the deal of the month. If you want to finally master the language with lessons by real teachers and our complete language learning program, get up to 45% off our 6-month challenge sale. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the description below. Download them right now before they expire.
Hi there, it's Linh again. Welcome back to VietnamesePod11.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Vietnamese. It's gonna be an interesting video because usually we will pick a topic in Vietnamese or a grammar point or some kind of vocabulary to introduce to you guys. But today I'm gonna make it a little bit different. I'm gonna pick a target language in English and I'm gonna introduce to you guys how to use it in Vietnamese. The one that I chose today is how to use let's and let in Vietnamese, and let's see how different they are, okay? The first situation when you use let without an S, that means you want to ask someone to let you do something, right? We have several ways to use that in Vietnamese. For example, you want to pay for a meal, a drink, or just simply pay for something. In Vietnamese, we say để tôi trả tiền. Để tôi trả tiền. Để tôi trả tiền, okay? That means let me pay for it. Để tôi trả tiền. For example, if you want to say that let me pay for the dinner today, you can say để tôi trả tiền bữa tối cho. Để tôi trả tiền bữa tối cho. Để tôi trả tiền bữa tối cho. Next one, if you are having some work and you want to ask the other person to let you finish the work. In this situation, you can say để tôi làm cho. Để tôi làm cho. Để tôi làm cho means let me do it or let me finish it, okay? Để tôi làm cho. Another example would be, for example, if you want to say let me buy it or let me buy for you. In this situation, we can say để tôi mua cho. Để tôi mua cho. Để tôi mua cho, okay? So that means let me buy it. So after 3 examples, I believe that you already know that we have a structure. Để tôi, and then you put the verb after that. For example, để tôi trả tiền, để tôi mua, để tôi làm, etc. So easy, right? Just để tôi means let me. Situation number 2, where you use let's with an S. So of course it's gonna be different in meaning, and I'll show you some examples so you can see clearly. For example, if you want to say let's go, that means đi thôi. Đi thôi. Đi thôi. Something like that. So here actually we will swap the positions of the word a little bit. Let's, here you actually put the word thôi at the end of the sentence to say that, hey, let's do something. So đi means go, and thôi means something like let's and verb, okay? I'll give you another example. Let's say, I don't know how to translate, it's not gonna be very natural. For example, if you want to say let's sleep, in this situation we'll say đi ngủ thôi. Đi ngủ thôi. Đi means go, ngủ means to sleep, and thôi means like let's. So đi ngủ thôi. The funny thing is you will see that sometimes we put đi with a lot of verbs. For example, đi du lịch means to travel or go traveling. Đi ăn means go eating, or đi chơi means just to hang out. So for some activities that you have to go to do it, then we will put the word đi in front of the verb. Another example would be, let's try to finish the job. In this situation, we will not translate word by word because it's not natural. If you want to make it really natural, in Vietnamese we say cố hoàn thành công việc đi. Cố hoàn thành công việc đi. So you will see that we have đi at the end of the sentence. That also means let's, but it will be a little bit different in meaning. Like the feeling will be a little bit different. We can understand like, let's try to finish the job, or please try to finish the job, something like that. I'll give you another example so you would understand clearly. For example, let's cook. I would say nấu cơm đi. Nấu cơm đi. Nấu cơm đi. So I also use the word đi at the end of the sentence. It means let's cook, or it also means please cook, or you want to ask someone to join cooking with you. So nấu cơm đi. To summarize, there are two ways to use the word let's. The first one would be you put thôi at the end of the sentence, and the second one you put the word đi at the end of the sentence, okay? The meanings are similar. Sometimes you can use thôi, sometimes you can use đi, okay? So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's not confusing. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe the channel, and visit the website VietnamesePod11.com to learn more Vietnamese. Thank you so much again, and see you in the next one. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại. Hello everyone, welcome back to VietnamesePod11.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Vietnamese. In this video today, I'm going to share with you some vocabulary where you can describe your body parts. It's going to be helpful and important, especially when you go to the hospital. You know how to describe where you get hurt or what you feel in your body. So let's get started to see how you can use them in Vietnamese. Okay, the first one, do you remember we already had a video talking about symptoms and sicknesses, some language you can use at the hospital, and one word that is very, very common and also a sickness, which is headache. In Vietnamese, head is đầu, đầu, đầu. So đầu is a head, and if you want to say I have a headache, you can say tôi bị đau đầu. Okay? Tôi bị đau đầu. So đầu is the head. Next one, hair. You can say tóc, tóc, tóc. For example, if you want to say my hair is short, in Vietnamese we say tóc tôi ngắn. Tóc tôi ngắn. Tóc tôi actually means tóc của tôi. That means my hair, the possessive. But we can say in a short way, tóc tôi, and ngắn means short. Tóc tôi ngắn. In this situation, you will see that we don't use to be verb, okay? We don't have to say tóc tôi thì ngắn. It's not very natural. We don't need that. So tóc tôi ngắn is fine. Eyes, we can say mắt, mắt, dấu sắc, okay? Mắt. So hai con mắt will be two eyes or my eyes. Hai con mắt. Hai means two and con mắt means eye. Hai con mắt. This one in Vietnamese we say lông mày. Lông mày. Lông mày means eyebrows. Lông mày. Okay? And this one in Vietnamese we say mũi. 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 Dấu ngã. Mũi. Okay? Mũi. These two we say tai. 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 So 2 ears will be hai tai. Hai tai. Okay? And this one actually we say khuyên tai. Khuyên tai. Khuyên tai means earrings. For mouth we say miệng. 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 Dấu nặng, okay? It's a little bit hard. Miệng. And for lips we say môi. 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 In general, we say đôi môi, that means lips, okay? For example, if you want to say she has nice lips, you can say cô ấy có đôi môi đẹp. Cô ấy có đôi môi đẹp. Cô ấy có đôi môi đẹp. And you will see that in Vietnamese, the adjective actually goes after the noun. We don't say đẹp môi, but we say môi đẹp. So the noun first and the adjective after. Next one is răng. Răng. Răng means tooth. And if you want to say all of the teeth in your mouth, we say hàm răng. Hàm răng. Hàm răng, okay? And inside the soft one, the tongue, in Vietnamese we say lưỡi. Lưỡi. Dấu ngã, so it's a little bit harder. Lưỡi. Lưỡi, okay? Next one, if you want to say skin, in Vietnamese is da. 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 Remember we said she has nice lips. And if you want to say she has nice skin, we say cô ấy có làn da đẹp. Cô ấy có làn da đẹp. Cô ấy có làn da đẹp. The next part is cổ. 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 Dấu hỏi, okay? You have to bend the sound a little bit. Cổ. Cổ means neck. And this one you can say vai. Vai. Vai means shoulder. And of course, for example, we say đôi tai, right? Because it has two. Đôi mắt, two eyes as well. And vai, we also say đôi vai. Đôi vai, okay? Next one, if you want to talk about this part, in Vietnamese we say bắp tay. Bắp tay. Bắp tay, okay? It means arm. And for hands, we say bàn tay. Bàn tay. Bàn tay. Bàn tay. Hands, okay? And ngón tay. Ngón tay. Ngón tay means fingers. And it's the same with toes. Not really the same, but we also use ngón. For toes, we say ngón chân. Ngón chân, okay? But I'll talk to you later. I'll repeat it later. So for this part, this one, in Vietnamese, we say hủ tay. This is a little bit difficult sound. Hủ tay, because it's gonna be U-Y-U. So we have to bend your tongue a little bit. Hủ tay. Hủ tay, okay? For belly, we say bụng. 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 Dấu nặng. So you have to be very strong, very, very harsh. Bụng. Bụng. For butts, we say mông. 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 Okay? Mông. For legs, we say chân. 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 And for foot or feet, we say bàn chân, bàn chân, bàn chân. And also for toes, we say ngón chân, ngón chân, ngón chân. So for fingers, we have this one. In Vietnamese, we say ngón cái, ngón cái, ngón cái, dấu sắc, okay? Ngón cái. This one, ngón trỏ, ngón trỏ, ngón trỏ. This one is the middle one. We say ngón giữa, ngón giữa. Giữa means middle, ngón giữa. This one we say ngón nhẫn, ngón nhẫn, ngón nhẫn, ngón nhẫn. Nhẫn means ring. Usually when we get married, we will wear rings here, right? So ngón nhẫn. And last one, ngón út, ngón út, ngón út. So for toes, actually I don't really know all the words. I think we don't have it. But for the biggest one, we say ngón cái. The big toe, we say ngón cái, cái, ngón cái, okay? And the last one, this one, the smallest one, we say ngón út. The same with fingers, ngón út. Yeah, I think it's over, everything that we can see. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. And we're gonna have another video talking about body organs. So I hope that you're gonna watch it. Thank you very much again. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe the channel, and visit the website VietnamesePod101.com to learn more Vietnamese. See you in the next video. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại. Hello everyone, my name is Linh. Welcome back to VietnamesePod101.com, the 5th easiest and most fun way to learn Vietnamese. This video today is going to be a little bit difficult because it talks about body organs. We don't really use it even in Vietnamese, right? Unless we're sick or we have some health problems. But let's find out what they are in Vietnamese, because maybe someday you will find it helpful. And now let's get started. Number one, I want to share with you guys, this is bộ não. Bộ não. Bộ não means human brain or brain. Bộ não. And in sentence, you can say bộ não của con người chứa khoảng 100 tỷ tế bào thần kinh. Bộ não của con người chứa khoảng 100 tỷ tế bào thần kinh. Bộ não của con người chứa khoảng 100 tỷ tế bào thần kinh. That means human brain contains around 100 billion nerve cells. The next one, phổi. Phổi. Phổi means lung. And we have two lungs, right? And in Vietnamese we say hai lá phổi. Hai lá phổi. Hai lá phổi. Okay? And in Vietnamese, if you want to make a sentence, if you want to talk about phổi, you can say hút thuốc lá có hại cho phổi. Hút thuốc lá có hại cho phổi. Hút thuốc lá có hại cho phổi. Okay? Hút thuốc lá means smoking or to smoke cigarettes. Có hại means damage or harm. Okay? Có hại cho phổi. Cho is something like for or to. It's like a preposition. Cho phổi means to lungs. Hút thuốc lá có hại cho phổi means like smoking cigarettes damages lungs. Or smoking cigarettes is harmful to your lungs. The next one, tim. 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 Okay? Tim. Tim means heart. Tim. In sentence, we can say tập thể dục tốt cho tim mạch. Tập thể dục tốt cho tim mạch. Tập thể dục tốt cho tim mạch means exercising is good for heart, or workout is good for heart. Tập thể dục tốt cho tim mạch. Gan, gan, gan. Gan means liver. Gan. Uống rượu nhiều sẽ gây hại cho gan. Uống rượu nhiều sẽ gây hại cho gan. Uống rượu nhiều sẽ gây hại cho gan means drinking too much alcohol will harm your liver. Uống rượu, uống means drink or to drink. Rượu means alcohol in general. Nhiều means too much. Có hại or sẽ gây hại. In this situation we say will harm. Cho, the same situation where we use preposition, right? Cho gan means for liver or to liver. Uống rượu nhiều sẽ gây hại cho gan. Thận. Thận. Thận means kidney. Thận, dấu nặng, okay? Thận, you have to be a little bit strong. And hiến thận. Hiến thận. Hiến thận. Hiến thận means donate a kidney. Hiến thận. The next one is dạ dày. Dạ dày. Dạ dày means stomach. Dạ dày. But sometimes when we say that I have a stomachache, it's not gonna be that đau dạ dày, okay? When you say I have a stomachache, you can say in Vietnamese, tôi bị đau bụng. Tôi bị đau bụng, okay? Bụng here means belly, but it means I have a stomachache. Tôi bị đau bụng. But when you have some stomach problem, it's gonna be đau dạ dày. Đau dạ dày. For example, in full sentence, if you want to say that I have some stomach problems, that I have to go to the hospital to check or something, in Vietnamese we say tôi bị đau dạ dày. Tôi bị đau dạ dày. Tôi cần đi gặp bác sĩ. Tôi cần đi gặp bác sĩ. Tôi bị đau dạ dày, tôi cần đi gặp bác sĩ means I have some stomach problems, I need to go to the hospital or I need to see the doctor. The next one is intestine. In this situation we say ruột. Ruột. Dấu nặng, okay? Ruột. Intestine. Ruột. We have ruột non. Ruột non. And ruột già. Ruột già. Ruột non, ruột già. If you want to say appendicitis, in Vietnamese we say viêm ruột thừa. Viêm ruột thừa. Viêm ruột thừa, okay? I had viêm ruột thừa when I was very, very small and I had to go to the hospital to do surgery. So in full sentence you can say tôi bị viêm ruột thừa lúc nhỏ. Tôi bị viêm ruột thừa lúc nhỏ. Tôi bị viêm ruột thừa lúc nhỏ. That means I had an appendicitis when I was young. Okay, for women body, we will have buồng trứng. Buồng trứng. Buồng trứng means ovary. And also we have the place to contain the babies. In Vietnamese we say tử cung. Tử cung. Tử cung means uterus. And that's it for today. I hope that you guys will find it helpful someday. And I know it's not gonna be very easy to remember. So the thing is, keep watching this video again and again so you will feel familiar with them. This is just a basic vocabulary about body organs. Of course, there will be more advanced vocabulary where it's gonna be medical related. So I hope that I will have a chance to introduce to you guys in the future. One more time, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe the channel, and visit the website VietnamesePod101.com to learn more Vietnamese. Thank you again. See you in the next one. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại. Hello everyone, welcome back to VietnamesePod101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Vietnamese. In this video today, we're going to talk about renting an apartment related language. I want to share with you some, maybe some vocabulary or some just terms or sentences that you can use, and you would know when you want to rent an apartment or a place to live in Vietnam, what kind of language you will use. And let's get started. The first one, if you want to say like renting an apartment or renting a house or renting a place to live, in Vietnamese you can say thuê nhà. Thuê nhà. Thuê nhà, okay? Thuê means to rent and nhà means a house. It doesn't have to be a house all the time, but this is a word that we use for renting a place to live in general. So thuê nhà, for example, you want to say I am looking for an apartment to rent, or I'm looking for a place to rent. You can say tôi đang tìm thuê nhà. Tôi đang tìm thuê nhà. Tôi đang tìm thuê nhà. See that we have đang here means I am doing something. It's the present continuous tense. Tôi đang means I am. Tìm means to look for or to search for. Thuê nhà means to rent an apartment. Tôi đang tìm thuê nhà means I'm looking for a place to rent. So when you are looking for a place to rent, of course you are người thuê nhà. Người thuê nhà. Người thuê nhà. Okay? How about landlord? How do we say this in Vietnamese? We can say chủ nhà. Chủ nhà. Chủ has dấu hỏi and nhà has dấu huyền. Chủ nhà is the landlord. So in sentence, if you want to say that your landlord is very easygoing, you can say chủ nhà của tôi rất dễ tính. Chủ nhà của tôi rất dễ tính. In general, we usually use dễ tính and khó tính for chủ nhà because this is like the most important thing that we care, right? So chủ nhà dễ tính and chủ nhà khó tính. If you don't want to work with the landlords, maybe you can look for an apartment to rent through an agency. And in this situation, in Vietnamese, we say người môi giới. Người môi giới. Người môi giới. Okay? So, người môi giới is like an agent, a person. And if you want to say an agency, you can say công ty môi giới. Công ty môi giới. Công ty môi giới. Specifically, if you want to say it like a real estate agent, you can say người môi giới bất động sản. Người môi giới bất động sản. Người môi giới bất động sản. Bất động sản means real estate. Vị trí thuận lợi. Vị trí thuận lợi. Vị trí thuận lợi means convenient area or convenient location. In full sentence, you can say tôi đang tìm một căn hộ có vị trí thuận lợi. Tôi đang tìm một căn hộ có vị trí thuận lợi. Tôi đang tìm một căn hộ có vị trí thuận lợi means like I'm looking for a place to rent in a suitable or in a convenient location. The next one we care about when you rent an apartment or a place. Of course, we care about like the facilities or all the inconvenience around that area, right? In Vietnamese, this word we can say tiện ích. Tiện ích. Tiện ích. Tiện ích means everything you can use around the neighborhood, like supermarket, swimming pool, maybe security or stuff like that. Tiện ích. In sentence, you can say căn hộ tôi đang ở có rất nhiều tiện ích. Căn hộ tôi đang ở có rất nhiều tiện ích. Căn hộ tôi đang ở có rất nhiều tiện ích. Once you decide to rent this apartment or this house, of course you have to pay like some kind of fee. For example, deposits, management fee, the rent, water bills or electricity bill. In these situations, if you want to say the rent, in Vietnamese it's tiền thuê nhà. Tiền thuê nhà. Tiền thuê nhà. Tiền thuê nhà means the rent. If you want to say deposit money, you can say tiền đặt cọc. Tiền đặt cọc. Tiền đặt cọc. Alright, in full sentence, we can say tôi phải trả trước 1 tháng tiền thuê nhà và 1 tháng tiền đặt cọc. Tôi phải trả trước 1 tháng tiền thuê nhà và 1 tháng tiền đặt cọc. Tôi phải trả trước 1 tháng tiền thuê nhà và 1 tháng tiền đặt cọc. That means I have to pay 1 month rent and 1 month deposit in advance. For electricity bill, we say tiền điện. Tiền điện. Tiền điện. Okay? And for water bill, we say tiền nước. Tiền nước. Tiền nước. Okay? If you want to say it like I have to pay around $1 million per month for electricity, we can say mỗi tháng tôi phải trả khoảng 1 triệu tiền điện. Mỗi tháng tôi phải trả khoảng 1 triệu tiền điện. Mỗi tháng tôi phải trả khoảng 1 triệu tiền điện. Alright, also we have management fee. In Vietnamese we say tiền phí quản lý. Tiền phí quản lý. Tiền phí quản lý. Okay? Tiền phí quản lý. That means management fee. Alright, after paying all the fees in advance, this is the time that you're packing and moving to the new place. In Vietnamese, we can say dọn nhà. Dọn nhà. Dọn nhà. Dọn nhà sometimes means like you're cleaning up your house or your place, but also means like you're moving. You're packing to move. And also we have chuyển nhà. Chuyển nhà. Chuyển means to move, but it doesn't mean that you're moving the house, okay? It just means moving in. Chuyển nhà. Okay, so we have dọn nhà and chuyển nhà. And the last one, let's talk about people living around you. For example, if you want to talk about your roommate or your flatmate, we can say bạn cùng nhà. Bạn cùng nhà. Bạn cùng nhà, okay? That means a friend in the same house or a friend in the same flat or apartment. Bạn cùng nhà. If you want to say your roommate, you share the room with someone. In Vietnamese, we say bạn cùng phòng. Bạn cùng phòng. Bạn cùng phòng means roommates. And also you will have some neighbors. In Vietnamese, we say hàng xóm. Hàng xóm. Hàng xóm, okay? So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you can find a really good chủ nhà and a really good bạn cùng nhà to live with in Vietnam. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe the channel, and visit the website VietnamesePod101.com to learn more Vietnamese. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại.
In this video, you'll learn 20 of the most common words and phrases in Vietnamese. Hi everybody, my name is Linh. Welcome to the 800 Core Vietnamese Words and Phrases video series. This series will teach you the 800 most common words and phrases in Vietnamese. But there's a twist. With each new lesson in this series, we'll include the previous lesson at the end. So after you've learned the new words and phrases, stick around and review what you learned in previous lessons. Reviewing is one of the most important parts of learning a language. You can also get the full list right now at VietnamesePod101.com. Click the link in the description to access more example sentences, create your own flashcard deck, and finally master Vietnamese. Okay, let's get started. First is con chó, dog. Con chó. Con chó. Dog. Con chó khát nước, đang uống nước từ bể bơi. The thirsty dog is drinking from the pool. Con chó khát nước, đang uống nước từ bể bơi. Con mèo. Cat. Con mèo. Con mèo. Cat. Con mèo đen đang đi qua màn hình. The black cat is walking across the screen. Con mèo đen đang đi qua màn hình. Chuột lang. Hamster. Chuột lang. Chuột lang. Hamster. Chuột lang thích ngủ ngày. Hamsters like to sleep during the day. Chuột lang thích ngủ ngày. Ấm. Warm. Ấm. Ấm. Warm. Vào mùa đông, tôi mặc áo khoác ấm. In winter, I wear a warm coat. Vào mùa đông, tôi mặc áo khoác ấm. Mưa. Rain. Mưa. Mưa. Rain. Hôm qua trời đã mưa rất nhiều, chỉ trong một thời gian ngắn. Yesterday we had a lot of rain in a short period of time. Hôm qua Trời đã mưa rất nhiều chỉ trong một thời gian ngắn. Cà chua, tomato. Cà chua, cà chua, tomato. Ông tôi trồng cà chua trong vườn. My grandfather grows tomatoes in the garden. Ông tôi trồng cà chua trong vườn. Dâu, strawberry. Dâu, dâu, strawberry. Mọi người đã lấy dâu. The people took the strawberries. Mọi người đã lấy dâu. Anh đào, cherry. Anh đào, anh đào, cherry. Tôi muốn ăn anh đào. I want to eat cherries. Tôi muốn ăn anh đào. Trẻ em, child. Trẻ em, trẻ em, child. Ông ta đã vi phạm quyền trẻ em. He has violated the rights of the child. Ông ta đã vi phạm quyền trẻ em. Bạn, friend. Bạn, bạn, friend. Anh ấy là bạn tôi 20 năm rồi. He has been my friend for 20 years. Anh ấy là bạn tôi 20 năm rồi. Người lớn, adults. Người lớn, người lớn, adult. Trẻ con thường bắt chước người lớn. Children often imitate adults. Trẻ con thường bắt chước người lớn. Xe đạp, bicycle. Xe đạp, xe đạp, bicycle. Anh ấy đã chỉ cho tôi cách sửa xe đạp. He showed me the way how to fix a bicycle. Anh ấy đã chỉ cho tôi cách sửa xe đạp. Ô tô, car. Ô tô, ô tô, car. Anh ấy đã chọn một chiếc xe ô tô màu xanh da trời. He chose a blue car. Anh ấy đã chọn một chiếc xe ô tô màu xanh da trời. xe máy, motorcycle, xe máy, xe máy, motorcycle. Anh ấy có 2 xe ô tô và 1 xe máy. He has 2 cars and a motorcycle. Anh ấy có 2 xe ô tô và 1 xe máy. Xe ga, scooter. Xe ga, xe ga, scooter. Người phụ nữ đang chạy xe ga màu vàng. The woman is riding a yellow scooter. Người phụ nữ đang chạy xe ga màu vàng. Thuyền, boat. Thuyền, thuyền, boat. Kỳ diệu thay, chiếc thuyền già nua rỉ sét đó vẫn nổi được. Miraculously, the rusty old boat actually stayed afloat. Kỳ diệu thay, chiếc thuyền già nua rỉ sét đó vẫn nổi được. Con sứa, jellyfish. Con sứa, con sứa, jellyfish. Con sứa đang nhấp nhô trên nước. The jellyfish are bobbing in the water. Con sứa đang nhấp nhô trên nước. Tôm hùm, lobster. Tôm hùm, tôm hùm, lobster. Con tôm hùm đang nằm trên hòn đá. The lobster is on the rock. Con tôm hùm đang nằm trên hòn đá. Con cua, crab. Con cua, con cua, crab. 2 con cua đang bò trên tảng đá. The 2 crabs are walking on the rock. 2 con cua đang bò trên tảng đá. Con rùa, turtle. Con rùa, con rùa, turtle. Con rùa biển đang bơi trên biển. The sea turtle is swimming in the sea. Con rùa biển đang bơi trên biển. Well done! In this lesson, you expanded your vocabulary and learned 20 new useful words. Click the link in the description and sign up for free at VietnamesePod101.com to get access to the full list of vocabulary you need for daily life conversations. You'll also get example sentences, custom flashcard decks, and more learning resources. See you next time! Tạm biệt!
Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning. where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is the first step in your language learning journey that will guarantee your success. If you have trouble sticking with your language learning goals, it's probably because you're skipping one specific step. It's the step you need to take before you even start any learning. And doing it will help you stick with the language, not get overwhelmed, and reach your language goals. So today you'll learn 1. What solo language learners need to succeed, and 2. How to do self-assessment and set yourself up for success. But first, listen up. Here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Giving Directions Conversation Cheat Sheet. Do you know how to tell a taxi driver where to go in your target language? You'll be able to. With this PDF cheat sheet, you'll learn must-know words and phrases for giving directions. Second, the Most Common Verbs PDF ebook. You'll learn over 90 common verbs with this bonus PDF picture ebook. Download and review on any device. Third, how to talk about what you do in your free time. Learn how to say video games, fishing, and much more. You'll pick up over 25 words for leisure activities with this vocab bonus. Fourth, how to learn from home, learning strategies. Want to learn the language from the comfort of your home? This 1-minute lesson will give you all the best tactics for learning languages. Fifth, the top 35 adjectives for personalities. Can you describe your personality? This next bonus teaches you the 35 must-know adjectives for personalities, so you can talk about yourself in your target language. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. The first step in your language learning journey that will guarantee your success. Here's a question for you. When you want to learn a language, how do you usually get started with that goal? You might say the inspiration comes first, and that motivates you to start. Then you get a textbook or an app and go from there, right? That's a pretty standard answer, but how does that tend to work out? Most people end up falling off a week or a month later. Why do you think that happens? Leave a comment with why you think people tend to lose inspiration quickly. More often than not, it happens because you pick a goal, a learning routine, or a resource that overwhelms you and just isn't right for you. Here's a typical example. Let's say you work an 8-hour day and you want to try to start learning. Most people would try to squeeze in learning for 1 or 2 hours at night, or you could try and wake up an hour early. And usually that doesn't work out because you're trying to do things that you're not used to. Wake up earlier and study earlier. It doesn't fit your current lifestyle. So what should you do differently? Well, let's take an example from language schools. Before you start learning, language schools force you to take an assessment test on the first day. Why? So that they make sure the language lessons fit your level and put you in the proper class. The goal of an assessment test is to find out where you are and meet you there. That's something most solo learners don't do. And the problem is, if you're a solo learner, no one assesses you. And you yourself don't know what routine works best for you, how much time you can set aside, and how much studying you can comfortably do. We all imagine we can do an hour a day, but realistically speaking, it'll be a lot less than that. So that's where self-assessment comes in. Before you start learning a language, or do any goal for that matter, it's important to know where you are in life, what your daily schedule is like, when you're busy and when you're free. So you can set your expectations, know how much time you can put in, and so you can start learning at a pace that works for you. Now, how do you actually assess yourself? There are 3 assessments you can do. 1, a life assessment. 2, a routine assessment. And 3, language assessment. Language assessment will only be helpful if you already have some experience. If you're brand new, you won't need this. First, life assessment. Here, the goal is to see how the language will fit into your life and how you generally deal with goals. As in, if you succeeded with a goal before, what helped you succeed? You could take that and apply it here. If you failed before, find out why so you can avoid it this time. So you'll need to answer the following questions. Why are you learning this language? How will it help your life? What current connections do you have to this language? For example, listening to music, watching TV, you have a relative, you have neighbors or friends that speak it. What have you been doing so far to learn? Have you learned languages before? Have you failed any goals before? How or why? Have you succeeded with any goals before? How or why? Write these questions out and answer them. Next, the routine assessment. Write out your daily routine for a whole week. For example, wake up at 7 a.m., breakfast at 8 a.m., commute to work at 8:30 a.m., arrive at work at 9:30 a.m., lunch at 1 p.m., and so on. Do this for every day of the week. The goal here is to see what your daily routine is like, so you know when you're free, when you're busy, and where you can fit in language learning. That way, if you're super busy on Mondays and 5 minutes is all you can do, then that's good enough. You won't feel bad about doing only 5 minutes. If you see that you spend 30 minutes on commuting, add language learning on top of that existing routine. If you take walks or go for a jog, play an audio lesson there. Or even if you're cooking at a certain time, play an audio lesson in the background. Remember, look for an existing routine that you already stick with, like commuting, and where you can multitask. Don't try to create new routines. For example, waking up at 7 a.m. to learn will set you up for failure. If you usually wake up at 8 a.m., waking up at 7 a.m. will be even harder. And then, actually trying to learn a language at 7 a.m. makes it even harder. This is where new learners start having trouble. You're trying to do two things at once, trying to learn the language and trying to stick to a new routine. One is hard enough. Trying to do two can overwhelm you. So piggyback off of your existing routines first, so you can build momentum. And finally, there's language assessment. If you're an absolute beginner, you won't need much of an assessment. Just start with our absolute beginner recommended learning pathway. But if you have experience and want to assess yourself, there are two things you can do. First, if you're a Premium Plus user, then you're asked to do an assessment test when you join, but you can always request it again from your teacher. And second, if you're a Premium user, check our recommended pathways. We assign these pathways, level 1 to level 5, based on your learning level, from absolute beginner to advanced. At the start of each pathway, there's a diagnostic test. You can take that to assess yourself. So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about when routines grow stale, how to learn more language with a new routine. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! What's your reason for learning language? Is it a personal goal, a hobby, or do you have dreams of moving to a country where it's spoken? In this video, you'll learn why your reason is crucial for motivation and for your success in language learning. We'll look at the top 10 reasons for learning a language from language learners just like you. What's your number one reason for learning a language? Whatever your reason is, whether big or small, knowing it or knowing your why is crucial for success and motivation. Number 1. I love the culture and the people who speak the language. This is a popular answer. Learning a language can be a great way to learn more about the culture and open up new ways to experience it. Number 2. I want to understand my favorite songs, movies, and TV shows. That's right. Songs, movies, and shows are great ways to immerse yourself in the language. If you're spending your time learning and also immersing yourself, you'll learn faster. Number 3. It's a beautiful language. Sometimes the answer is as simple as that. You have a genuine interest in the language itself. Number 4. My family comes from a place where the language is spoken. This can be popular for students who have moved to a new country and might want to connect to their home country's culture. Learning a language lets them learn things about their heritage and communicate with people who can teach them more about their cultural history. If your grandmother speaks a different language from you, it can be pretty hard to connect. So a lot of people want to learn a language to connect to family members as well. Number 5. I want to speak to my partner's family in their language. Similar to the reason above, perhaps you want to speak to your partner's parents or grandparents, but they don't speak your language. Not only can learning their native language let you connect with them on a more personal level, but it's also likely to impress them. Number 6. I'm learning the language to impress someone. We have many students say that they want to learn a new language to impress someone in their life. This could be a teacher, a parent, a friend, or even someone they admire and look up to. It always feels good to accomplish something and have other people recognize and be proud of your achievement. And you see this very often in language learning. When you learn a new phrase or can make a longer conversation, the people around you are bound to be impressed. Number 7, a love of traveling. There's no surprise here. Many people want to learn a new language to be able to travel more. Because you can see new places and learn about different cultures, traveling is a popular hobby for many people. And what better way to connect with the people that you meet on your travels than by being able to speak with them in their native language? We have a lot of students who just want to learn some basic conversations to help them on their trips, but even this can help you day to day. Number 8, I want to live in a country that speaks the language. After traveling around, someone might discover a country that really appeals to them, and they might decide they want to move there. But their language skills could use some work. Or maybe for a job or family reason, someone has to move to a new country. Not knowing the language can really make adjusting to a new home and even a new culture much more difficult. We have a lot of students who want to learn a language to help them when they move. Number 9, I just love learning languages. This is popular for people whose hobby is learning other languages. They fall in love with the process of actually studying and being able to speak in a new language. It's a huge feeling of accomplishment. Number 10, I want to open my mind and become more international. It's so important to expand your horizons and learn about more than your own culture. People around the world live their lives in different ways, and it's good to learn about them and how they interact. You never know what you could learn by opening your ears and mind to new things. Whatever your reason might be for learning a new language, as long as it keeps you motivated, it's a good one. Learning a new language is not an easy journey. It's one filled with lots of ups and downs. So keep in mind your reason and motivation for learning, whether it's so you can move to a new country or connect with a grandparent, and let it push you towards success. And if you're ready to achieve your language goals, just check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Want to know how to improve your listening and speaking skills, be able to save conversations, listen to them as many times as you want, and learn hundreds of practical everyday conversations? Well, there is an easy way to do this. In this video, we'll go over how to speak more using the dialogue track. So, what is the dialogue track? The dialogue track is an audio track with just the conversation from the lesson. It's only about 10 to 30 seconds long. Let's say you're looking at a 5-minute lesson about ordering food at a restaurant. First, you hear a conversation. Then our teachers explain every grammar rule and translate every word, so you know what it all means. That's where the dialogue track comes in. It gives you just the conversation. Here's what makes the dialogue track so powerful. First, you can quickly review the conversation without re-listening to the lesson. The dialogue track is just 10 to 30 seconds long, so it won't take you very long to cover both new and old information. This makes it perfect for a quick review of what you've just learned, and it helps keep it fresh in your brain. Second, you'll remember the conversations easier. Listen on repeat, like you would with a song, and the words, phrases, and grammar rules will stick better. And the more you come back to re-listen, the better it will all stick. Third, you'll speak more of your target language. So if you have 10, 20, or 100 dialogue tracks like that, then you have 10, 20, or 100 conversations that you'll know inside out and that you can use in real life. For example, conversations like catching up with friends, ordering at a restaurant, talking about your family, introducing yourself, and much, much more. Fourth, you improve your listening skills and can immerse yourself in the language. So imagine you've finished 20 lessons and you've downloaded 20 dialogue tracks to your phone. That's 20 conversations. You can create a playlist and play those 20 tracks and get used to the language and immerse yourself. To recap what we just learned, here's what you do to make the most of the dialogue tracks. First, after you finish a lesson, download the dialogue track. Save it to your computer or phone so you can listen to it on repeat whenever possible. Just replace 3 to 15 minutes of music listening for some language review. Next, if you've finished 20 lessons, you should have 20 dialogue tracks. Use those to create a playlist of these dialogue tracks so that you can listen to all kinds of conversations. And finally, try shadowing the conversations that you hear. This will become super easy once you've heard the conversation enough times. But if you're still struggling with a word or two, go back to the lesson and check the line-by-line breakdown of the conversation to find the words you need to practice. Boost your speaking skills with the dialogue track and check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Want to power up your language? You can do this by using practical lessons that you can use in everyday life. In this video, you'll find out what it takes to power up your language right now. Imagine you're speaking a language without stopping to think. You have all the words and grammar to express what you want to say, and they're all flowing out of you as if you were a native speaker. That's when language becomes powerful. So how do you power up your language skills like that? Books and software alone won't help, but actual practical daily conversation lessons will. Native speakers that explain the conversation and teach you how to respond will power your language up. And so will these tools to help you master vocabulary and pronunciation quickly. First, power up your language with Premium. This includes hundreds of audio and video lessons that will get you speaking. And you should know that we publish new lessons weekly. So on top of the current lesson library, there are even more lessons that you can learn along the way. And whatever your learning level is, we start you off with a lesson that's right for you. You can track your progress and see how much you've mastered with our site dashboard. Seeing your progress really helps you power up your language skills. It's really motivating to know that you're actually speaking and understanding a language that you couldn't before. Next, use the lesson notes. You don't get just the lessons. You also get detailed notes with each and every lesson. Meaning you get the complete lesson in writing and can easily follow along while you study. Plus, we've just recently upgraded them. The notes are brand new, easier to read, and work on any device, browser, or reader. Last, we have our premium study tools. As a premium member, you have unlimited website access, which means you also unlock our premium study tools. You'll get access to our 2,000-word core vocabulary list. These words are the most commonly used in everyday conversation, and they're essential to your conversational fluency. And you'll master them fast with our smart flashcard system and the word bank. You can perfect your pronunciation by reading from line-by-line transcripts. This means you'll have access to all the must-know words, and you'll be able to practice them with the correct pronunciation. Don't let your language learning slow down. If you're running low on motivation, power up your language learning with Premium. Get all of our premium tools for studying. Just check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Want to make consistent language breakthroughs? Here's how you do it with our advanced language learning system. In this video, you'll learn about 4 simple steps to make breakthroughs with our lessons. First, by breakthrough, we mean finally understanding and speaking language that you simply couldn't before. You finally break through. So if you're stuck at a beginner level or just aren't making much progress, this is for you. Here are 4 simple steps, but the first one is the most important one. Step 1. Accept that you need new lessons, new real-life conversations, new words, and new phrases. So you're hearing something new and improving your language skills. Repeating phrases you already know won't help you move forward. That's a mistake most learners make. They stick to what they already know. But if you could start understanding more language in minutes and start making consistent breakthroughs, would you? Well, here's how you break through with our learning system. Remember, you need to have a source of new lessons and new conversations to expose yourself to language you don't yet know. So if you're listening to our new lessons, which we publish weekly on top of our existing lesson library, you're good to go. If not, start right now. These lessons get you speaking and understanding language in minutes. Here's how. Visit the site, choose a new series or learning level that you haven't done already, and start with the first lesson. Step 2. Listen to a new lesson and expose yourself to real-life conversations. Now, you might not understand it at first, but in time you will. All the real-life conversations you hear in lessons are broken down, explained, and translated right after by our instructors. Plus, you can also read along with lesson notes so you never miss a word. So now you can actually understand the entire conversation. As a listener, you'll get exposed to brand new conversations and start understanding real-life conversations. So what's the next step? Step 3. You'll need to start speaking and repeating what you hear. That's the best way to start speaking any language. Do it from day one. With our voice recorder available inside the lessons, you can listen to each line of the conversation and then repeat and record yourself to see how close you are to a native speaker. Finally, step 4. In case you missed anything, you can review with vocab lists, quizzes, and the line-by-line feature. The line-by-line breaks down the conversation, so you can hear and read each line again and again. So even if you can't catch something the first time, you can review what you heard and be able to hear it on the next listen. But remember, the most important step is the first one. You must jump into new lessons and new conversations in order to make a language breakthrough. To make your language breakthrough, just check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.